kids. Good evening from NYChessKids. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Checkmates in three, the study 29B. So let's go. What do you see here? It's white to move, checkmate in three moves. So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds and then I'm going to give you a hint. Please take a piece of paper or you can print those puzzles from the book and you can write down. Any idea? Okay. If you didn't find checkmate by now, let me just give you some ideas. Look, the queen is on g6. We also have a pawn on f6 that we need for a checkmate here. And we have a bishop and a knight in a great position. So let me see if I can give you the hint. There is a double check. Okay, if double check didn't help, then I'm going to give you the last move. Knight f7 checkmate. Okay, let's see now the moves. So the first move is queen h7. King has to capture on h7, and then we play knight to g5 double check. King has to go to h8 and knight 7 checkmate. Great checkmate, right? Let's do it. Queen h7. Then we play knight to g5 and knight to f7 checkmate. Puzzle 42. Let's see what do we have here. Queen on h4, bishop on h6, rook on d6. Those are the pieces you need for a checkmate. Okay, if you didn't find by now, let me give you the hint. The last move is rook h6 checkmate. Okay, I cannot give you more hint than that. Let's see now. The first move is bishop f8 check. Bishop has to go to h5 to block. Then we take queen h5, pawn takes, and rook goes to h6 checkmate. So let's see the moves. We take, and then rook h6 checkmate. Okay, the next one. We have to look at all the chess pieces. I see two rooks here. Then this bishop is important. And the bishop on d7. Checkmate in 3. Okay. Help. Last move is bishop c6 checkmate. Okay, so you should be able to find this. So let's calculate together. Rook takes b8, king takes b8, then we play rook b1 check. King has to go to a8 and bishop c6 checkmate. So let's see. We take rook b1 and bishop c6 checkmate. Okay, puzzle 44. Okay, right away I see this queen around the king, two knights. Right, the rook is pinned, so we cannot use the rook right now. This puzzle is very beautiful. Okay, let me give you a little bit help. What move should I give you? Okay, how about this? The last move is knight h6 checkmate. Okay, let's see now the moves. The first move is knight g6 check. King has to go to g8. And now we have to play queen g7 check. The rook takes and knight h6 checkmate. So let's see all those moves. Knight g6. Then we play queen g7 and knight h6. Look, if you need more time, please take it. Just pause the video and think longer. I'm trying to give you a couple of seconds for every position, and hopefully you are going to get so good that then you'll be able to see those puzzles quickly. Let's go to 45. Okay, the king is on the edge of the board. We have a two rooks and a knight. Of course, this pawn is also helping. So let's see what's the move here. Checkmate in three moves. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. The last move is knight c3 checkmate. Okay, let's calculate now together. Learn to calculate without moving the chess piece. Rook c4 check. King a5. Then we play rook to a3 check. King has to go to b5, only move, and knight c3 checkmate. So let's see this. Rook c4, rook a3, and knight c3. Good. Number 46. Pay attention to all the pieces that we have here. Right? Don't forget all the pieces. It's very important. Right? So how many pieces are attacking the black king right now? Count them. Okay, let's see how many. Queen on c7, pawn on b6, bishop on e3. Don't forget this piece. You will need it. Rook on c3. Now, we could definitely include the rook on a1 and bishop on e6. We don't need them in this case, but we could include them into the attack. So, let's see, checkmate in 3. Okay, now help is coming. Back rank, checkmate. If that doesn't help, then I guess I have to show you the moves. Okay, let's see. Pawn goes to b7, check. Okay. If king goes to a7, then we just push pawn and take a queen. It's a double check, right? Double checkmate. Now, pawn b7, knight takes on b7, queen c8, check. Rook has to take, and rook takes on c8, checkmate, because we have the bishop that's open here. So let's see the moves now. We play queen c8 and rook c8. Checkmate. Let's go to the next one. This is puzzle 47 in your book. This one should be easy. You should find this one quickly. Okay. So the last move is rook h8 checkmate. Okay. Hopefully you found by now. So let's see. We take queen g8, king takes g8, and then rook goes to g1 check. King goes to f8, rook h8, checkmate. Great, let's do it. When we finish 200 checkmates in 3, you're going to be much better chess player. Let's see now this next one. What do we have here? Of course, queen and the rook. I see right away those two pieces, right? And then we have a bishop that can help us for a checkmate. Those are the three pieces you need. Okay, if you cannot find by now, I'll give you the first move. Rook e7. Calculate that. Rook takes the bishop. Now try to find the checkmate in 2. Okay, let's see. Rook takes e7. King takes queen e6 check. King has to go to f8 and queen n7 checkmate. So let's play the moves. Queen e6 and queen n7 checkmate. Okay, 49. Wow, a lot of pieces here. Now look at those pieces here: pawn, king, and a knight, right? And then we have a rook. Do you see the checkmate? Okay, how about I give you a hint? The last move is going to be rook f8 checkmate. You may be asking, why should I even move the rook if it's there, right? Okay, look, let's calculate together. First move, rook d8, check. King has to go to e7, pawn goes to d6, check. King has to go to f7, and then rook f8, checkmate. So let's play all those moves. Rook d8 and checkmate. Checkmate and 3 are great, right? You're gonna really improve your chess. Let's see here. Queen c8, king is here. We need a king, right? And the bishop. Any idea? How about this? Last move is queen g7, checkmate. So now you just have to find first two. Okay, let's calculate. First move, queen e6. King has to go to f8, queen e7. King has to go to g8 and queen g7 checkmate. So we play queen e6 and then queen g7 checkmate. Okay, let's go to 51. Okay, I'll give you a little bit more time here to try to find a checkmate. Okay, how about this? Help. Last move, queen to g4 checkmate. For this puzzle, you need even a knight on c4. And the pawn on e4 is important. So let's see. Calculate with me together. Rook takes g5. The only move is king takes g5, because if the king goes to h4, then queen h6, checkmate. So let's do it one more time. Rook g5, king takes g5. Then we play queen g7, check. King can go to f4 or h4. Queen g4, checkmate. So let's play the moves. Yeah, queen g4. Okay, let's go to the next one. 52. Oh, this one you already saw many times. You should find this quickly. We had this one in checkmate in 1 and checkmate in 2. So the last move is rook d8, checkmate. Another hint, double check. Okay, let's see the moves. Queen goes to d8. King takes, double check, bishop g5. King has to go to e8, and now rook d8 is coming with a checkmate. So let's see this. And rook d8. Okay, 53. This one you also had many times. Checkmate in 3 moves. Okay. Hint, smother mate. Another hint, double check. Okay, let's find the moves here. Knight goes to d6. King can go to f8 or d8. If he goes to f8, then we play queen f7, checkmate. If the king goes to d8, what's the move we play here? Hopefully you found queen e8, check. Rook takes on e8, and then knight goes to f7, checkmate. So let's see this. Check. We sacrifice the queen, and then we come back to f7, checkmate. Let's see the next one. Pay attention to all the pieces attacking the black king. You see the checkmate? First hint, there is a double check in this combination. Second hint, knight h6 is a checkmate. The last move. Okay, so you cannot forget this bishop on b2. Very important, right? We have a knight on d4 and queen. So we take on g7, then double check. Check with the knight and the bishop. Now king has to go to g8, that's the only move, and knight h6, checkmate. Let's go to 55. Okay, this one is very tricky. But let's first see all the pieces. Look, king is clearly trapped there in the corner. You have, don't forget, look, again, don't forget all the pieces that can help you for a checkmate. It is so easy to forget one of them. I don't know, I want to tell you which one, but one of them is hidden. There is a knight on e4, a bishop on d3, right? Queen on g4. We also have this pawn on h5, and there is a rook on h1. You will need it. I'm wondering what are you thinking right now. Okay, the first hint. I know you are thinking about knight g5, right? Knight g5, pawn takes, bishop takes on f5. That's cool, but that's not the move. That would be checkmate in four moves. Okay, I'll give you the first move and then you calculate. Queen goes to g6. Bishop has the take. Now we have to find two other moves. Okay, so let's calculate together. Queen g6, bishop g6, knight g5. Did you find this move? Pawn has to take, and then pawn takes the bishop, double check. Check with a pawn, and check with a rook. And this pawn on g6 is protected by the bishop on d3. So let's see the whole combination. We play queen g6. Then we play knight to g5. And now pawn takes. And because the double check, the black cannot block, right? Checkmate. This one was very nice. Let's see 56. Okay, this one is easy. You're going to find this one. If you did the mating patterns, right, the mating pattern that we did before, this is called Anastasia checkmate. Okay, so let's see. I'll give you the hint. What should I give you? The last move is 97. 97 checkmate, the last move. Okay, let's calculate together. Queen takes h7. King has to take. Then pawn takes the bishop, check with a rook. King can go to g8 or g6. 97 checkmate. So let's see this. We take on h7. Pawn takes. And 97 checkmate. 57. Look at all those pieces around the king. Right? We have a bishop, two knights, and a queen. Checkmate in three moves. Okay. If you didn't find by now, I'm going to give you one hint. You don't need a knight on g5. Okay. Second hint, it's mother mate. Okay. Let's see now the moves. Let's calculate together. Knight goes to e6. Double check. King can go to e8 or g8. If he goes to g8, then queen g7 mate. If king goes to e8, then we play queen f8 check. Queen is protected by the knight from e6. Knight has to capture, and then this knight from e6 comes back to g7 checkmate. Let's see the moves. Knight e6, queen f8, and knight to g7 checkmate. Okay, 58. A lot of pieces here. Let's find the king. King is on g8. Our queen is attacked. Okay, this one is not easy. I'm giving you more time. Okay, now I'm going to give you a hint. I'll give you the first move. Calculate knight from d5 to f6. Check. Pawn has to take. Now you have to find the second move. Okay. Second move, not easy. Bishop h6. Pawn takes the queen, and knight f6 checkmate. Let's see one more time. Knight f6 check from d5. Pawn takes. Bishop h6 check with the queen. If king goes to h7, then queen g7 checkmate, right? Or knight f6 check. I'm sorry, knight f6 is not checkmate because king takes on h6. So we have to play queen g7. So and then after bishop h6, if pawn takes on g4, knight f6 checkmate. So let's see this together. Check, check on h6, and knight f6 checkmate. A beautiful end, right? This was it's so cool. Let's go to 59. This one you already know. I don't have to give you time here. Checkmate in three moves. Smother mate. So first move is knight h6, double check. King can go to f8 or h8. If he goes to f8, then queen f7, checkmate. If king goes to h8, then we play queen g8, check. Rook has to take, and knight f7, checkmate. This one we had so many times with the book checkmate in two. So let's check it out. Double check. Now queen goes to g8, and you see rook has to take, and knight f7 checkmate. Okay, number 60. Okay, we have a queen. We have also knight, bishop, rook. You don't we're not going to move the rook, but you need it for attack. So we have queen, knight, bishop, and the rook. Any idea? Okay, how about this? I'll give you the last one. Third move is queen h7 checkmate. Okay, so let's calculate it together. Knight g6 check. King has to take the bishop. Knight f8 double check. Check with a knight, check with a queen. King has to go to g8 or h8, and then queen h7 checkmate. Okay, let's do it. We take on f8 and queen h7 checkmate. So that's the end. All right. Let's see the puzzle 61. Oh wow, look at this king in the center of the board on e4. Now, I think as soon as you see a puzzle like this, you have to recognize this rook and the bishop, right? So it's clear that kind of setup will help us to checkmate. Okay. How about I give you the first move, and then you calculate. Rook e1 is the first move. King has to take on d4, and now try to find the last two moves. Okay. If you did not find by now, then last move is rook d5 checkmate. Okay, I hope that helped. So let's see. We play rook e1. King has to take on d4. Then we play c3. The only move that black has is king to d3. And then rook d5 double check mate. All right, pay attention. King is on d3, rook on d5, bishop is open, and king cannot move. So hopefully you can visualize this. Let's see this. Rook e1, and then c3, and rook d5. So yeah, that's okay. Boys and girls, again, if you need more time, just pause the video, take more time. And I think it's also important to rest because those puzzles are very hard and you need some rest, right? Do like let's say 5 or 10 of them and then stop the video, right? Eat something, and then you can come back or you can come back next day and do it again. So let's see, 62. We have all those pieces are important here. Look, we have two bishops, we have a rook and the queen, right? Those four pieces you need for a checkmate here. Also, the very important is to recognize the pin here. I think you can find the first move, but second move is a tricky one. Okay, I'll give you the last move. The last third move is queen to e7 checkmate. So somehow we have to bring this queen here to e7 checkmate. So let's see if you can find now. Okay, let's calculate now. A rook goes to e7. Of course, knight cannot take, right, because the pin. King has to go to f8. And now this tricky move, rook e8, double check. Look, it's check with a rook and check with a bishop. So the only move is king takes on e8, and then queen goes to e7, checkmate. Let's play the moves. It's going to be more clear. Right? And then this very tricky move, and queen e7, right? 63. Again, uh, pay attention to the bishop on c2 and rook here. Checkmate e3. If you need a help, there is a double check in this combination. So what do you think? Okay, I'm giving you the last move. Rook h7 checkmate. So we have to bring this rook to h7 checkmate. How do we do that? Okay, kids, let's see the first move. Queen h7. I know you don't like to give the queen for free. And then rook e7, double check. King has to move. And rook h7, checkmate. Cool, right? Okay, 64. Okay, I'll give you a little bit more time here because I don't think it's hard, but it's kind of unusual. First hint: the last move is bishop g6 checkmate. So let's see if you can find out. Okay, so let's calculate together. First move, queen f7. Rook cannot capture. King has to take on f7. Then rook from h1 to h7, check. King has to go to e8, and then bishop g6, checkmate. So let's see this. Check, and bishop g6, checkmate, because rook cannot go to f7. Okay, let's go to the next one. Stay focused and don't give up. Look, if it's too hard, yeah, so be it. You just have to do more puzzles. Okay, this one, this one you need. Yeah, again, don't forget all the pieces. Don't forget the bishop on b1. Right? It's important for a checkmate. You need a queen, you need a knight, and this bishop. Right? The first two moves are quite hard, but let's see if you can find them. Okay, I'll give you more time here. Okay, now I'm going to give you first hint. Actually, I'm going to give you first move. Knight g4, and then calculate. Knight g4, check. So after knight g4, pawn can take on g4 or king can go to g7. So try to figure, or e7, right? So try to figure out checkmates in all those positions. Okay, now how about this? We play knight g4 and pawn takes, and you have to find this second move. That is not easy. Okay, I'll give you the last one, queen d4 checkmate. Okay, by now you should have some idea what's going on, right? So let's see. We play knight g4 check. Let's first clarify this. If the king goes to e7, queen d6, checkmate. If the king goes to g7, then queen h7, checkmate. Right? Now, if the pawn takes, the second move, bishop e5, check. If king goes to e7, queen d6, checkmate. If king takes on e5, queen d4, checkmate. Now, I think you can visualize all that because you wouldn't be here, right, in advanced level unless unless you have a good calculation skills. So let's see. Knight goes to g4 and bishop goes to e5 and queen d4 checkmate. Right, that's why I see it's important to pay attention to all the pieces. Bishop on b1, it's far away, and but look, it's important because king can go to f5. Okay, number 66. Okay, let's see all this mess. How many pieces do you see attacking the king? Pay attention. You don't miss even one of them. Let's count them. Knight on b7, pawn on d6, queen on e5, rook on d1, Don't forget the bishop on f1, right? Now, knight on c3, right? So we need all of them for the attack here. They are right great pieces. So we somehow have to combine the checkmate. Okay, how about this? I'll give you the first move and then you calculate. First move, bishop to b5, check. There is only one move black can take. That's to take the pawn, the bishop. And now you find the checkmate in two moves. Okay, so let's calculate together. The bishop goes to b5, check. Pawn takes. Queen takes on b5. The only move is king e6. And then knight d8, checkmate. King cannot escape. Let's play the moves. Check, we take, and then knight d8, checkmate. How about 67? Okay, again, pay attention to every piece you have. Queen on d4, bishops, you need them. And you need both rooks. How about I give you first move? Queen takes f6. Calculate from here. Okay, let's do it now together. Queen takes on f6, pawn takes on f6, and bishop h6 uh, check. I'm sure you saw this move, right? Queen g7 blocks, and now you have to see this last move, rook f6 checkmate. So let's do it. We take, check, and rook takes on f6 checkmate. Excellent. 68. Okay, I'll give you more time for this one. It's a little bit tricky one. Okay, I'm going to give you the hint now. The last move is queen h5 checkmate. Let's see if you can find first two. Okay, so let's calculate together. First move, pawn to g4. King has to go to g6, the only move, right? Now, queen e8. And king can go to h6 or g5. And the same, right? Queen, queen h5 checkmate. Okay, 69. Okay, again, pay attention to every piece. Don't forget about this pawn on f6, right? You have two rooks. They are important, right? They will help us. And then we have a queen, right? Okay, I'll give you the hint. The last move is queen c8 checkmate. Okay, let's calculate it together. Rook takes on f7, check. Now, king takes, right, on f7. That's what we have to see, right? If king goes to g8, we can come back and check that out. right? So rook takes on f7, king takes. Now rook d7 check. That's an important check because the king cannot take pawn on f6. There's queen. King has to move to e8 or f8 and then queen c8 checkmate. Let's calculate rook f7. What can happen? King g8, right? But then you can play rook to g7. King goes, let's say, to h8 or f8, and you take queen c8 checkmate. So we take, we play rook d7, and then we take on c8, right? Checkmate. Puzzle number 70. Hey, we still have 10 more puzzles and we finish the study, right? This puzzle, you had this position in checkmates in one. Maybe you forgot it because long time ago you did checkmates in one. But we had this in a book, checkmate in one. Okay, I know you are probably looking at many different moves, right? Like queen d7 or queen f5. I'll give you the last move, bishop d6, checkmate. Okay, let's calculate together. First move is queen f5, check. King has to go to g8. Then we play queen g6. King goes to f8 and bishop d6, checkmate. By the way, you also have this position in Lee chess uh, practice. Like when you go to the learn area here, there is this position. I remember that. So queen goes to f7, check, and this setup with a queen and the bishop is great. Something that you need to remember, right? Okay, let's go to 71. Oh, I love this one. This one is cool. I like this one. I'm wondering what do you think here? Yeah, there are so many different moves, right? How about I give you the last move? Last move is queen to a8 checkmate. Now, pay attention to all your pieces. Don't forget the bishop on e3, knight is important, pawn is important, queen is important. And by the way, bishop on e8 is very important. How about this? I give you the first move. Pawn to b4. Bishop has to take. Now find the two other moves. Okay, let's calculate together. Pawn goes to b4. Bishop has to take. Bishop b6. King has no move to play, right? Bishop b6. Pawn has to take, and queen a8 checkmate, right? So that's why this bishop on e8 is important because it's interrupting coordination between the rooks. So let's see. Pawn to b4, then bishop goes to b6, and queen a8. Nice checkmate. 72. Always look at the pieces, right? Pay attention to every piece because they have a role in checkmating the king here. So pawn on f6 is important. the queen and the bishop and the knight. Those are the pieces we need. This one should be easy. But I'm going to give you still time because I know there are kids who like to get challenged, right? They jumped into this lesson. They want to do checkmates in three, but maybe they skip checkmates in one. so, so let's see. Let's calculate together. I'll give you the last move. Pawn to f7 checkmate. Okay, so let's see. Queen goes to h6. Knight takes on h6. Bishop h6 check. The only move, king g8, pawn f7 checkmate. So let's do it. Check and pawn f7 checkmate. 73. Okay, I'll give you more time here. This one is yeah. There's a lot of tricks here. Now, queen e1 checkmate. So you have to be very careful. You have to find the good moves. Okay. If you are having a trouble with this one, I am going to give you the last move. Queen to h5 checkmate. That's the third move. Okay. So now I'm going to give you the first move and calculate. If this was not good enough, help. How about this? Calculate bishop f6. That's the first move. Now, can you see? Try to calculate everything, not only rook takes f6. Um, calculate also rook g5. Okay, hopefully you found some good moves. Let's see together. Bishop goes to f6. Rook takes on f6. Pawn g3 check. King has to go to h3 and queen h5 checkmate. Now we have to go back. Calculate. Bishop f6. Rook g5. Queen h6 check. King to g4. Queen to g5 checkmate. So let's see the moves. g3. You know, it is so easy also to miss move like g3 because you would just grab the queen so quickly, right? It's free queen. But like there is one of the rules in chess. Um, when you have a good move, then look for a better one. And in this case, g3 is a better one because queen h5 is checkmate. Let's go to 74. Okay, pay attention to every piece that we have on the chessboard. Pawn is important. Bishop, queen, knight, rook. Right. This bishop on e2. We we don't we It's also important. We need that bishop on e2. Though sometimes when you are in the game and you are looking for a combination, um, you forget some of the pieces that can help you. So try to open up your mind and look at every piece on the chessboard. Okay, how about this? I'll give you the hint. Last move is knight f5 checkmate. Okay. Now, if you cannot find checkmate by now, I'll give you the first move and then try one more time. Bishop g7 is the first move. Try to figure it out now. Okay, by now you should have a checkmate. So let's see. Bishop goes to g7. King takes on g7. Now, important move, queen h6, check. King has to take on h6 and knight f5, checkmate. So let's see this. Queen h6. And knight f5, checkmate. Okay, 75. Okay, this one is not that hard. You can find this. We have a queen, a rook, and a bishop. Okay, I'll give you the first move and then you calculate. The rook e6 is the first move. Okay, I'm sure you have it by now. So we take rook e6, pawn takes, queen g7 check. King has to go to d8 and queen f8 checkmate. Okay, let's see this. Queen f8 checkmate. 76. Pay attention to all the pieces. We have a rook, two bishops, and the queen. Okay. Help. The last move is queen e7 checkmate. So queen e7 checkmate. Okay, let's calculate the moves now. First move is bishop f7. Now, if king takes on f7, queen e6 is checkmate. Now, if rook takes on f7, we play queen e6. Rook has to block to e7, and we take queen e7 checkmate. So let's see this. Bishop f7, queen e6, and we take on e7 checkmate. 77. What do we have here? Definitely very important. Knight on e5, queen on a4, and bishop on c4. Okay, let me help you. I'll give you the first move and then you calculate. Bishop f7 is the first move. Now try to see if you can calculate. Of course, knight f7 is the only move. And now you calculate and see if you can find the checkmate. Okay, let's see together. Bishop f7, knight takes f7, queen takes on c6, check. There are two options here for black. One is king d8 and bishop d7. If bishop goes to d7, we take queen d7 checkmate. If king goes to d8, then we play knight f7 checkmate. So let's see this. Now we take on d7. If king goes to d8, we take knight f7 checkmate. Okay, 78. Three more puzzles and we finish the study. Um, Pay attention to the pieces. You have queen and the rook here lined up nicely, but don't forget the bishop on c3. You need that piece for a checkmate. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. The last move is queen f8 checkmate. Okay, let's calculate now together. First move is queen f7. King has to go to h8. Now pay attention, there is a pin. Right? This rook cannot move. Black king is on h8. So we can take queen e8 for free. Right? Queen takes the rook. King has to come to g7 and queen f8 checkmate. Let's play all those moves. See, there is a pin. Right? So I can take on e8 and queen f8 checkmate. 79. So we have queen, the bishop, rook. Those are the three pieces that you need for a checkmate. But of course, in some different kind of positions, you would need a knight as well for attack. Any idea? Okay, help. The last move is queen e7 checkmate. Now you need to find first two. Okay, let's calculate together. First move is rook e7 check. Knight has to take. Queen goes to f6 check. King e8, queen e7 checkmate. So let's see this. Check, check on f6, and queen e7 checkmate. Let's go to number 80, and that's the last puzzle in this study 29b. Again, we have this setup, right? Rook and the bishop. So let's see what can we do here. I'm sure you are thinking about double check like rook h6, right? But the problem is king goes to g3, and then this pawn on f4 is attacked, so king is going to escape. So try to look for different kind of move. Okay. For sure, we have to use this um, double check here, right? There is a bishop on e7 and rook on f6. But here we have to play first king h2 because we need to block the king, right? So the king cannot come to g3. Now, instead of rook e7, there are other moves that black could play, and we have to calculate them, right? So here it's clear. We play rook h6, queen goes to h5, and then we have a checkmate, and that's pawn to g3 checkmate. So let's see all those moves. Rook h6, and then we play g3 checkmate. Now, I want to go back to this one just to see, let's say we play king h2. Is there any other move that black can play? For instance, um, I mean, we want to play g3, right? Checkmate. And if black decides to stop that with playing queen e2, then we have this rook h6 checkmate, right? Because it's a double check with a bishop on e7 and rook on h6. Okay, kids, hey, we finished this 29B. I enjoyed this one. Oh, wow, this was so much fun. 40 puzzles, checkmates in three. Look, those puzzles are very useful for you to learn how to calculate. They are not easy. So I suggest you go back and do those puzzles one more time in our NYChessKids account. Just go to Lee Chess, do it, or you can access it through the NYChessKids website in advanced level. And then, you know, maybe even doing it one more time in the book. Print the book. It's 200 puzzles. Um, and if you want, you can just print like this study, 40 puzzles, double-sided, and then you do it one more time. Because in the book, sometimes I like doing it on paper and not on the screen. Okay, I really enjoyed doing those combinations with you. I hope it helps you, and we will see each other in our next study. That's 29C. Have a good night, and don't dream about the checkmates in three. Bye bye.